We're going to be taking a look at Shakespeare's sonnets. We're going to focus on Sonnet 18 in particular, but there are 154 total sonnets that we can look at. Let's get started. So first, let's read Sonnet 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaf hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. So that is Sonnet 18, and now we're going to look at the specific parts of Sonnet 18. So, we'll look at the first line first. You talk about specifically how sonnets are set up. So sonnets are written in iambic pentameter. So iambic pentameter means that there's an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable, and this happens 5 times. So if we look at the first line, we can see that shall is an unstressed syllable, and I is then a stressed syllable. If you go through the rest of the line, you can see that it goes unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed, and this happens a total of 5 times, meaning that this line and the rest of the sonnet in general follows the iambic pentameter. Now we're going to look at how the sonnet is structured. So if you look, the sonnet consists of 3 quatrains, which are 4-line stanzas. So the first 4 lines are 1 quatrain, the second 4 lines are a second quatrain, and the third 4 lines are a 4th quatrain. These are then followed by a final couplet, which are the 2 lines at the very end. Now, the sonnets follow a specific rhyme scheme, and this also ties into the quatrains. So the rhyme scheme that sonnets follow is A B, A B, C D, C D, E F, E F, G G. So if we break this up, we can see that the first 4 lines are A B, A B, which means the first and the third line rhyme, the second and the fourth line rhyme. This then follows with the second and third quatrains. So the 5th and 7th lines rhyme, the 6th and 8th lines rhyme. Then this also falls into the 3rd quatrain. The GG at the very end of the rhyme scheme shows the couplet at the very end. Those 2 lines only have each other to rhyme with, so that's what they do. Now we are going to look at some deviations from the pattern that sonnets are supposed to follow. So one deviation is Sonnet 19. Now as you can see, while mostly Sonnet 19 does follow the pattern that is shown with mostly every other sonnet, Sonnet 19 does have a total of 15 lines instead of 14, so this is a deviation from the typical pattern. Another deviation is Sonnet 126. Immediately you can see that Sonnet 126 is shorter than the rest, since this sonnet only actually has a total of 12 lines. And if you look at the specific ends of the lines, you can see that it doesn't follow the typical rhyme scheme. It consists of 6 separate couplets. So Sonnet 126 is clearly a deviation from the typical rhyme scheme that sonnets are supposed to follow. A final deviation is Sonnet 145. Now Sonnet 145 looks right away to follow the specific pattern, but if we look at the first line, and we look at the unstressed and stressed syllables, you can see that Sonnet 145 isn't written in iambic pentameter, it's written in iambic tetrameter. So the unstressed stressed pattern only shows up 4 total times. So that is Shakespeare's sonnets. For your assignment, you will write your own sonnet using Shakespeare's style. So that means the rhyme scheme of AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, GG. So 3 quatrains and a final couplet, and it has to be written in iambic pentameter. This sonnet you will then post to your personal blog. If you want to look at more sonnet examples, you can go to the website where these sonnets are on, poetry.eserver.org/sonnets. You can look at the 150 other sonnets that are on the site written by Shakespeare, although please do not follow the pattern shown in sonnets 99, 126, or 145, since we previously discussed that these are deviations from the typical pattern. Thank you, and good luck on your assignment.